Hello guys, this is Vaish. So the January 2nd Hindu editorial, a lot of interesting articles are there. You will learn a lot of things like Xposat was launched on January 1st, and then India-South Korea's defense relationship, which was a little bit going downwards, is now again going to go forward because the meeting happened between defense ministries. And then the Houthi rebels, which you would have heard in context of Yemen. About that, everything we will learn a little bit of things which has come in the news. And for basics, you should know the map. Okay, as a UPSC aspirant, in this picture itself, you should know there are 4 continents. Okay, there is Asia, there is Australia, there is Africa, and there is Europe. Okay, so like that, instantly you should be able to understand. Okay, like this is a Madagascar island part of Africa. Here there will be a Seychelles small island part of Africa. Here the big one is Saudi, but below Saudi, you should know that here Yemen is there, and the remaining Oman is there. And this Yemen is the place where Houthi rebels are there. Okay, so this you should know. This is the Arabian Sea. Okay, and here below Europe you have the Mediterranean Sea, and how they are connected. Here there is a Suez Canal. Okay, here there is a Suez Canal, and through Suez Canal, here what is there? Here there is the Red Sea. Okay, this particular sea which you see is the Red Sea, and this particular sea is the Persian Gulf. Okay, so that every basics in a blank map, if you are able to do, then you are a very good aspirant. Okay, so through Red Sea will come. Here there will be a strait which is called Bab el Mandab Strait. Okay, I'm not showing the maps and all because every time we showed you hundreds of maps. So without the map itself, you should be able to tell. Here there is a thing. And here Gulf of Aden is there. Here Gulf of Oman will be there, where Oman is there. So you are linking Mediterranean Sea to Arabian Sea through Red Sea and Suez Canal. So it's a very important trading point. Okay, meaning the ships and all, oil import or export, meaning like India will import a lot of oil from this route, and India has a good refinery. Okay, so the barrels of oil, we get it and then we refine it and we send back the petroleum products across the world. Okay, so the petroleum products are very much popular in Europe, especially in Netherlands and all. So either you should know basics about how important this path is. Why I'm telling all this? Because the Houthi rebels operate here only in Yemen, and these people are Iran supported. Iran will be somewhere here. So Iran supported, and Yemen, these two people will be triggering these people. And now because you know Israel-Palestine war is happening, Israel is, like you can tell, anti-Arab according to them. So Israel is one side, Palestine in one side, and so in Palestine side only this Iran will be there. Okay, the Muslim countries. So Iran is there, or you can tell this Yemen is there, Egypt is there. So these people have the Hamas group. Okay, Palestine has the Hamas group. So these people, they will trigger the Houthis group also. Okay, so same like that in Lebanon country, there is a Hezbollah group. Okay, so H, everything is H. Okay, Hezbollah group. Okay, Lebanon will be somewhere top of Israel. So these everyone are trying to do lot of conflicts in this ocean. They are capturing sea ships, trade routes. They are purposely disrupting it so that they just want to show the support to Israel, to Palestine. And then in Israel side, who is there? Israel side, USA is there mainly. Okay, USA is there, and India, you can tell an indirect kind of support. India is also in that side. Okay, but India will never take a stand on one side. They will be supporting both equally only. So this is the overall geography or geopolitical scenario there. Okay, so now what is happening in this Yemen area, in these waters, ships are being captured by these Houthi rebel. Okay, and Houthi rebel, obviously that time USA will come and bomb it or capture it and do something. Okay, but Houthis are very strong. Even Saudi Arabia, which is this much big country, is against Yemen, and Saudi couldn't end these Houthis. So this USA also now coming with whatever technology, I don't think they'll be able to end the Houthis. So now this article today's which why we are talking this, because in multiple pages this Houthis is there. Okay, here also Houthis is there. Here also Houthis is there. If you see, amidst attacks in the Red Sea by the Houthis may hit India's oil trade. Okay, so that again in different chart format and all they give, that's not important for you, but there these people are causing issue in context of Israel-Palestine war just to show the support to Palestine. But USA is not seeing it like a continuity of Israel-Palestine war. They are just directly considering Houthis as a separate terror group and going and countering it. Okay, so the author is telling USA should see the bigger picture, that is all linked to Israel-Palestine, because when this oil thing, okay, whatever Red Sea is getting affected, it's not only India getting affected, even the Muslim countries like Egypt and all is getting affected, but they don't tell a single word against Houthis. Okay, because in their mind, indirectly, they are also supporting Palestine only. So they will keep silent. They will not give an support USA like, okay, let's go and destroy Houthis, let's bring back the trade, oil trade, nothing they will talk. Okay, so that is why USA will be left alone if you don't bring the regional groupings, everybody together to counter the terrorist group or insurgent group. This is the overall idea, and we will discuss the article also. Okay, That is the reason we are discussing Houthis. Then Xposat in page number 1 also is there, and editorial is also there. A little basics about what it contains, what is the payload and all we'll see. Then here COVID not required. Okay, here EPFO and pension and all, they are giving a lot of statistics like those who joined after 2014 will get one pension, before 2014 another pension. So that statistics you cannot remember even how much ever you study, so not required. Then here Tamil Nadu local news. Okay, then we have India, South Korea. There was a defense meeting happened, so that related some information we'll see, but more than that I'll teach you static of the historical relations between India and South Korea, because in your mains it will be useful. Okay, so now continuing that Houthi thing, Yemen and Iran backed Houthis have been targeting vessels in the Red Sea, okay, since November to show their support for Palestine Islamist group Hamas. This has prompted major shipping companies to take the longer route. Okay, longer route is how? If they cannot go through Red Sea, what they will do? Like India, what they will do? They will take the longer route down of Africa. Okay, like this they have to go to Europe. Okay, this is called the like until the Cape of the South. Okay, something like that they call for the African thing. So now again going back to that article, see Cape of Good Hope. Okay, Cape of Good Hope, that is South Africa's that bottom point. Because they cannot go through Suez Canal. Okay, this is a cause of concern for India kind of country, because we are a major importer of crude oil from Russia and other European countries, and we are exporter of petroleum products also. Okay, so like that, if you see here the countries, okay, here it will be mentioned. See, Netherlands was the biggest importer of India's refined fuel. Okay, number you want to remember, you can remember 19,300 million worth of refined fuel, and that has happened recently. So that much big market we have, and if you take a longer route, our fuel consumption just to take that ship till there itself will be very high, and it will be lost for us. Okay, so India is becoming a significant player in this petroleum product market. Okay, not petroleum product, petroleum market, petroleum product market. Okay, so that is the reason. It's a very big issue when these Houthis and all take in charge of these tankers and everything, and they attack these places. It's very, very difficult to bring back the trade. Okay, so USA should not see Houthi attacks as a concern independent of Gaza war. You should see it like a inclusivity of Gaza war. Okay, so US strike on Yemen's Iran-backed Houthi military in the Red Sea, and when they were taking a container or something. So that is the latest sign that Gaza war is widening beyond Israel-Palestine geographical region. Okay, so 3 Houthi boats were sunk, 10 militants were killed, and Houthis is expressing their solidarity with Palestine, and they will continue to attack commercial vessels and attack everything which goes through that Bab el-Mandab Strait, through which the Red Sea opens to the Gulf of Aden. So now 20 commercial tankers have come under their control. Even chemical vessels of the Indian coast have been coming under their control. So big world's largest shipping companies, okay, they are all, company names are not important, they are all suspending the trading through the Red Sea route, and this is very, very harmful for everyone. Okay, everyone in that area. So this point which I told, see, dropped by some 35% in recent weeks, and USA's attempt to deal with Houthis as a standalone thing is a problem. Okay, so people like Egypt, who is also affected by this traffic issue in the Red Sea, they are not joining the USA. They are not supporting it, because in mind they are in the side of Palestine. So USA should be able to convince them, should be able to convince this Egypt and other Middle East countries that you should not take sides now in the name of this Muslim versus Jews and this kind of thing. You should see for the economy kind of thing. Okay, you should take for the global good, the decisions you should take like that. So there is a growing anger in the Arab world towards Biden administration, because they are unconditionally supporting Israel in the Gaza war. And they are also right in a way, because indiscriminate killing of Palestinians are happening. Okay, Israel has to take revenge, everything fine. But like how India did surgical strike and all, they should target only the rebels, not like the civilians should die. So that is why the Arab people also have a point to make, and that is valid only. Okay, so now USA should not ignore all this. They should try to bring Palestine and Israel to the table and solve it immediately, because Houthis, I don't think USA can destroy, because they have already survived intense bombing from Saudi for 7 long years, and still Houthis are functioning. They have the funding, they have the weapons, they have the tactics, everything they have. Okay, so USA simply shooting down some Houthi missiles and drones of Red Sea, maybe it will be short-term gain, but overall it will not be winning. Okay, because Houthi has lot of places in control. See, Hodeidah port is a port in Yemen. Okay, prelims question can come. So all these things are in control of the Houthis, and so this will not be enough. This is the overall idea of the 2-3 articles which have come in multiple pages of January 2nd Hindu. Now, Before going to the next article, I want to tell you that the 132-day study timetable have started. People have already started NCERT tests and all as part of it. So if you are a serious aspirant, I hope you have already enrolled to it. And in case you couldn't enroll to it, we have opened for 5 days subject-wise test series. Okay, subject-wise test series means the same pack will be there. Like if you see pack 1 is the same, that full 93 test plus 273 chart plus 60. You will get a 132-day timetable, and as per the timetable, you will keep getting test PDF. Okay, but if you don't want that, okay, you want a smaller pack. If you want a smaller pack, then you can go for history packs, okay, which yesterday I think most people bought this history and geography pack. That is pack 2, and pack 5 is the one which most students bought, because that is the having the maximum number of tests. 18 tests are there. Okay, then people bought NCERT test, then people bought economics test and important bodies test. Okay, and the most important pack 14. This also is the bestseller which at Vaishya's we have. I have marked it here, bestsellers, you can see. Okay, whichever is the bestseller I have written, it's based on how many number of students enrolled. Okay, other ones maybe polity, maybe students felt is lesser actually, the number of people who enrolled it. Economics, lesser people have bought it, but economics and all I will recommend. If you study our test, you won't need anything other than this for economics. Okay, NCERT, Ramesh Singh, the prelims, previous questions, everything what you need for economics will be taught to you in some way or the other in these test PDF itself. Okay, so try to get which is suiting you and study well. Okay, because these are all soft copy PDF with unlimited validity. You can use it this year also, next year also, and it will help you. Okay, and hoodies also, today also I will put out 2-3 unboxing videos in I think Maharashtra and Meghalaya, and all some students have got it. Even Jammu and Kashmir, I think tomorrow it is going to get delivered. So all these unboxing video we'll put, it's all for the pack 4, pack 5 students of Vaishya IAS who is studying from Vaishya IAS for prelims and mains both. Okay, 2025 students, you can WhatsApp me in the same number. There is a 575-day timetable pack for you. And then for 2026 also, I'm planning a batch, a 3-year batch. It will soon be announced. Okay, so wait for the announcement. I'll come up with that soon. So now going to the second article, India-South Korea relation. So first I'll tell you static part, which is not there in today's Hindu, so that for your exam you get enough points. Okay, so political wise, if you take Korean war, there is a North Korea, South Korea. Before it getting split, it was a big war, 3-year war. Like South is like USA kind of supporting. It's a part of Cold War, you can tell, and North Korea is the communist or the Russia, China supporting. Okay, so they both were war. So India played a major role in the ceasefire agreement so that they come into peace and then they divide into 2 countries. So India played a major role, and in 1953 they did that peace agreement. Okay, so after that also, May 2015, our relation has improved, and we made a special strategic partnership. And like India has this Act East policy and all, South Korea has something called the Southern policy, okay, in which they deal with all the countries in the South, including India, and India is a major important member of that. Okay, so like that, you can see many other shared platforms are there, like in UN we are members, WTO we both are members, ASEAN Plus, okay, in ASEAN India is not there, ASEAN is just 10 countries of Southeast Asia, but ASEAN Plus is there, where India is also there. If you know, in comment section tell me who are all the countries in this Plus, okay, ASEAN Plus. Then East Asia Summit is there, in which also again India is there. G20 is there, where India and South Korea is there. So like this, there are platforms in political. This is how India and South Korea has a relationship with each other. Okay, then we'll see the cultural part. So, you know, Buddhist monks used to travel from China, Japan, everywhere, Bhutan, everywhere. They used to enter Indian lands and Indian kingdoms and all, especially till the south and all they have come. And they had learnt a lot from India. Okay. So this H.O. Hongjeo visited in the timeline 723 AD to 729 AD, and he wrote a book like Pilgrimage to the 5 Kingdoms of India. Okay, so if you can Google and find out which are the 5 kingdoms he's talking about and all, it will give you more information. Okay, like during the which king time he came, or which geographical location exactly in India he came, you do your research and try to find out. Okay, then Rabindranath Tagore has made a poem like Lamp of the East in 1929. It's about glorifying Korea, okay, Korea and its future. So that also is a prelims fact for you. Then, you know, Indian cultural centers are there for every country. So in Korea also, in Seoul, the capital, we established in 2011. And Busan, a very important city. You would have seen movies and all about like Busan. 2013, they set up this ICC. And then in India, in the Sarayu, Ayodhya region, which is in news now, there is a park, Ram Katha Park. Okay, that was renovated, and that time the naming, they changed it to Queen Hyo Hwang Hok this thing, Memorial Park. Why they named it? Because this queen is believed to have some Indian roots. Okay, you should know this. Only in India, this like you are fighting for this Ram Mandir and other things and all. Okay, but in other countries like Indonesia is a Muslim country, but they see this Ram and other gods and all as actually their ancestors. Okay, they follow Islam, but that doesn't mean they'll forget what is there in the ancestry or who are the people who lived in those lands. Okay, so Indonesia, Cambodia, Laos, everywhere you go, they may be following maybe Buddhism or Islam and all, but the Hindu people or the gods, they even have like Ramayana there, they have their Ram Katha there, they have this festivals there, everything is there even now. Okay, when you visit these countries, you can see Ramayana is there, followed in all these countries. Okay, so that way those people have roots in India. That is why this park is renamed in the name of this Korean queen. Now trade, one of the most important thing, annual trade, okay, around $21.5 billion in 2018 it reached, and then also they have a target of USD 50 billion by 2030, okay, which both the countries are targeting. And in India specifically, we made a Korean Plus facilitation cell, that is just to bring in more and more investment from Korea. Okay, that is also a very interesting thing. From Korea, there are like car, automobile manufacturing is there. If you know, in comment section, tell me which is the car which is from Korea, which is very popular now, used in or running in India. Okay, or which is the maybe any other electronic equipment which is from Korea and we are using in like large quantity. Okay, tell that in the comment section. So then we have, you know, basically when everybody, any two countries have a trade with each other, first they'll make what? They'll make something called FTA. Okay, there'll be free trade agreement. Okay, and same like that there is preferential trade agreement also. So like that it goes on growing, and there will be a stage when you have something called CECA and CEPA. Okay, comprehensive economic cooperation and comprehensive economic partnership also. Okay, CECA and CEPA both will be there. So India and Korea has that level of engagement, and it will again grow to even bigger one. And problem is, we actually export to Korea, but it's very less. Okay, we are facing difficulty in exporting products to Korea in sectors like steel, engineering, agriculture and all, because of a lot of regulatory issues in Korea. So that and all, we have to change it now. As of now, we have a trade deficit. Trade deficit means they are giving us more. They are exporting more things to here, but they are importing lesser from India. Okay, so there is a huge deficit, same like India has with China. We are importing a lot of things from them, but we are not able to export too much. So overall, it will be deficit. It will be, when you take the net value, it will be loss for us. Okay, $5 billion deficit became $8 billion in 2021. So these basic statistics you should know. Okay, same like you should know where we have trade surplus. Okay, I think with the USA or maybe UAE and all, maybe we'll have trade surplus. So try to find out where we have trade surplus, where we are exporting more and where we are importing more. Okay. So this India signed CAPA, as I told, with South Korea, with Japan, and with UAE, Bangladesh, we have this extra fact. Okay, UAE, Bangladesh and all, we are in talks for doing the same thing. And what is this thing? As I told, a free trade pact where you will do more of trade, like in services, in investments, in intellectual property right, cooperation and competition, like this, many things are there. Okay, the highest, bigger than this is what? Like custom union will be there. Okay, like, you know, European Union is there, right? European Union is like the ultimate of, you can tell, the best partners. Everybody have the best trade relationship. Okay, so that also you have to know. Next is the defense. So in defense, if you see other countries and all, you would have heard like the defense exercises, and you would have studied a lot of things. India and South Korea also, at least 5 times exercise has happened. The recent one being called the Sahyog Haebyong 2018. Okay, this is the last one. So like this is for enhancing interoperability and then training each other, having cooperation between coast guards. So agreements are there, pacts are there, this kind of establishments are there, everything is there. So hopefully we will see more and more defense exercises like we do with other countries. And also we have this India-Korea Friendship Park, which was inaugurated in the Delhi area. So like that, you should know basics about all these things. And Indian peacekeeping force also, which we have in our United Nations, there also we have support of each other. But here they are telling about the Korean War, which I told in the starting. In memory of that, you are making a park. So that also is named India-Korea Friendship Park. So this is the defense sector. And today's article, the news also, this article is written by someone like, you can tell, Shashi Tharoor. Simply unwanted English is there, intricate tapestry, and if you see here this wordings, okay, whatever is mentioned, whether it's imperative, critical juncture or overture. So if you read this, necessitating meticulous consideration, this overall whatever nonsense he has written, that is of no use to you for exam. Okay, don't write your answers in flowery language in UPSC. It will not be appreciated by the mains examiner. Okay, they want you to give the point, like here, exploring the challenges faced by India and Korea in enhancing their defense cooperation, along with examination of opportunities for mutual growth. This is a good line. This kind of sentence you should write instead of writing this meticulous things. Okay, and what happened now is this general major, okay, this person, chief of the army staff, has met with the Republican of Korea's counterpart, and they are talking about the defense talks. That is why this article has come. So other things, this imperative, whatever nonsense they have written, you don't have to worry. Okay, you have to understand that both are going to again build a new emerging regional order or a regional cooperation, and that is what they are discussing here. Okay, so the problem is Korea even now is in the Cold War mentality. Okay, that is India is like Soviet Union's friend. You know, Jawaharlal Nehru's time and all. We are like a kind of Soviet Union's friend, and we are against USA. You can tell how much ever we tell we are non-alignment movement, we are neutral. How much ever it is, the more trade, more defense ties, everything was with Russia. So Korea even now, okay, Korea who is USA's friend, you can tell, even now considers India as standing as the Soviet bloc person. So that should shift. That thinking should shift, and Korea should see India not just like a consumer for their defense products or anything. You should see that India is a very big regional power. Okay, everybody respects India now. Everybody wants India in all the meetings. So you should know that without India, you cannot bring peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific. So you should come out of that mentality and don't see India as just a customer, because that is a kind of short-sightedness. Okay, that short-sightedness won't work. You need to prioritize long-term strategic goals over the short-term gains. Okay, and also North Korea, which is again South Korea's opponent, they are teaming up with China and Russia. So this is the time when South Korea should come closer to India and build up more and more relationship. Okay, whether it is government side or private side or anything which is important for their strategy and growth of mutual countries, you should be doing it. Okay, so this high-level meeting happened between India's general and also the Korean military along with Korean departments. Like we have DRDO and all here. They have Defense Acquisition Program, then they have Agency of Defense Development. All these things they have, and those things were meetings were good, but you should now again sign more mutually beneficial defense technology partnerships, industry partnership, so that both countries can grow in innovation and self-reliance. Okay. So Korea, you know, they are a high-tech digital superpower, and so vast opportunities there. India is also now trying to learn all the technology from all the countries and then trying to do make in India itself. So that kind of more things. Okay, so what is common points? Common points are terrorism and this dollar versus local currency. This and all you should discuss with each other. The shared concerns of both the countries you should bring into forefront and exchange technology. Okay, like you can give us something, Korea can give us something, we can give you back like our UPI or that kind of models we can adopt there. So like that, mutual collaboration in even the security, in patrolling, in information sharing, all these things for the interest in Indian Ocean you should consider. Okay, this is what the author is suggesting. Then I told you this point, United Nations peacekeeping force also, you both should collaborate, you should give information to each other. Only then there will be regional as well as global stability. Then when it comes to natural disasters like cyclones are happening, tsunamis are happening, that time and all, for this humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, in that also you can have a shared responsibility. You can do more and more joint exercises. So mutual growth is there needed for joint army exercises. So obviously that will improve our overall defense cooperation and it will reignite. Okay, once we had a good relation, that we have to bring it back, and this will only bring peace, prosperity, stability in the Indo-Pacific region with this more resilient partnership. So this important points alone take, because I see many people trying to find out the meaning of all the difficult English words which is written in the article. That won't be needed. Okay, I see many coaching classes doing that in the YouTube. That maybe in SSC kind of exam or wherever this English meanings, opposites and all they ask you, that there you need. Okay, in our UPSC, in mains there is an area where there is an English paper where 4-5 words meanings opposite you need to know. Other than that, for prelims and all, you don't need to study tough English. Okay, just go for the content more than the language. Okay, now the last article, Xposat. This is the picture you can see here. A lot of payload is there. One is this POLIX is there, another one SPECT is there, SPECT. Okay, that is X-ray spectroscopy and timing, and these things are all very detail you don't need to know, but sometimes there has in the past in mains UPSC have asked to explain one of the space missions and all. So studying various dynamics of astronomical sources in extreme condition. Astronomical source means what? Your black hole, pulsar, anything is there in the sky, in the space, they will be emitting X-rays or some radiations. So to study that, you are making a mission. Okay, so that's a very interesting and different mission. And the world itself, this is the second such mission, second polarimetry mission after NASA's Imaging X-ray Polarity Explorer, which was gone in 2021, and now in 2024 we have launched it. So in the world wise itself it is second, so it's very important. Okay, and it is not like ISRO did it alone. In Bengaluru and all, we have other institutes also, Raman Research Institute, Raman, CV Raman's Research Institute, and then we have another UR Rao Satellite Center is there. All these have collaborated together and done this. So the two payloads, if you see, basically, and this is in low Earth orbit, not like in a very high orbit, not low Earth orbit. So this POLIX payload and SPECT payload, if you see, this will for measuring only, but in different range, you can tell energy range. This is like 8 to 30 keV. This is 0.8 to 15 keV. This is the basic. You have to just remember it. Basically, it's for detecting the X-ray photons and all these things in the electromagnetic spectrum. And you are using your PSLV vehicle. PSLV is the most, like you can tell, the biggest used vehicle, launch vehicle which we have. Then we have this new SSLV. So basic comparison I have given, you can just go through it. Number of stages which is smaller. Obviously, SSLV means it is smaller one. So everything will be little smaller. The weight capacity will be lesser. Everything will be lesser, and it's newer also. First flight is in August 7, 2022. These basics you should know. Now PSLV C58 is the one which we launched Xposat on 1st January 2024 from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota. So basic information about that you study. And as I told, black hole, neutron star, active galactic nuclei, pulsar wind nebulae, all these places will be emitting radiations and things and all, and that X-rays and things, these this polarimetry measurements which we call will be diagnosed and noted down, and that will help us understand the astronomical emissions in a much better way. So in newspaper also same thing is given, that we now after Chandrayaan 3 success, we are now Aditya L1 to the sun we have sent, Xposat we have sent. You should know something like there is scientific missions also, there is technological missions also. Technological mission means you are doing some new technique. You need a new technique to go to a particular place, and you need to, meaning that's happening for the first time, a new technology you have invented. Like the Mars mission, you can tell a combination of technological and scientific, because going to the Mars, staying in that Mars orbit, that and all is very difficult thing. So it's a new technology. But scientific means you already know, many people have already gone there, like going to the moon, going to the sun and all, you've already gone. So that's will be scientific mission. So there's no clear differentiation between the both, but you should know the basic word meaning. Technology means a technology you have invented there, or you're doing something, experimenting something for the first time. Scientific means you already know to do that, but you are getting scientific information. So like that you should know. Xposat is also a space-based experiment, and it is now going to study something which is there in the second time in the world it's doing it. And as I told, the two payload, POLIX and SPECT, one is by Raman Research Institute, Bengaluru, and one is by UR Rao Satellite Center, Bengaluru, Karnataka. So they will again, as I told, in that range 8 to 30 and 0.8 to 15, they will measure all these emissions, and they will get back with the information from pulsars, black holes, etc. And that will help us study more and more about the universe. So it will be done in 1 part, 2 part and all. That much level you don't need to know. So in a 650-kilometer circular orbit around the Earth, they will go. Then the 4th stage of the rocket, you should know PSLV has 4 stages. So like that they will use that, and then this another lot of payloads are there. 10 payloads are there other than the 2 main one. Radio payload by KJ Soumya Institute of Technology. Then there's this green CubeSat propulsion unit, green monopropellant thruster, tantalum based radiation shield, interplanetary dust counter, fuel cell power system, heaterless hollow. I am telling, in case a 10 marker question comes, explain Xposat, then whatever I given you in these 2 slides, this is what you have to write. I have put the very minimal information. So just do this by hearting whatever you see on slide, and then you will get the full marks. 10 marker question if it comes, this 2 slides you have to write with the picture you can draw. If you can draw this picture, you can draw this also. This is how you write a GS1 or GS3 wherever they ask you a satellite mission, because already once USA's mission, Juno mission, if you know, USA, NASA's Jupiter mission, they once asked you to explain for 10 marker. That too, the biggest shock was it came in GS1. GS1, which usually don't deal with science things. They asked in GS1 for some reason. So like that, maybe it will come and you have to study this. So we have covered 3 articles, and I hope you will study like this a lot of things if you are enrolled. This 5 science test, it includes almost all the missions which is needed for you, and the latest one will be there in the current affair pack. So always, as I tell, pack 14 is mandatory for serious aspirants, and then you club it with the subject which you are weak in. If you are weak in geography, you are weak in economics, you are weak in history, spectrum, anything. So buy pack 14 plus pack something else. I want the serious aspirants to buy it. Others don't even come near me, don't email us, don't WhatsApp us, don't do it. Because I want you to study. And serious aspirants, I am sure that you will have only gain. That is my guarantee to you. You will never regret purchasing Vaishya's materials, because that is, everything is developed by me only based on my analysis and research on textbooks and newspapers. There will be nothing unwanted in our test series. So try to get this and be a very serious aspirant. WhatsApp me today itself. So for the hoodies also, WhatsApp me. I have to now edit these things also. Today unboxing videos came. I'll post it soon. Okay, so you can see like different states of the country are receiving our hoodies. You will also get it if you come and ask to us, and tell me in comment section if you want anything else, any other doubt. Better thing is come and ask me in WhatsApp, but still feedback and all I like seeing in the comments also. So tell there also, and I hope you have seen the foundation by now, because that is what will trigger your preparation. Okay, and Instagram also, a lot of posts I have put. Today is Republic Day also, so that also related, many posts are there. Go and see that. Continue studying every day. Okay, so I'll wind up this now. Thank you and have a nice day.